Which of Princess Margaret's ruby rings is often mistaken for her engagement ring? How did Princess Grace of Monaco end up with 2 engagement rings in her collection? And what did Queen Mary's mother's engagement ring look like? Royal ruby rings hold untold stories of love, secrets, and splendor. Today, we will talk about ruby engagement rings and the fascinating stories they carry. Watch this video until the end and share which ring design you liked the most. Before we begin, please support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you. Princess Margaret and Anthony Armstrong Jones, 1st Earl of Snowdon. In Princess Margaret's collection, there were 2 significant ruby rings that are often confused with each other. One of these rings was given to her by her future husband, Anthony Armstrong Jones, later known as the Earl of Snowdon, when he proposed, while the other was designed and commissioned by Princess Margaret herself, using rubies from her personal collection. Let's delve into the details of each ring. Margaret and Anthony's paths first crossed at a dinner party in 1958, and they quickly found themselves in harmony. Months later, when Armstrong Jones was commissioned to photograph Margaret, the Queen's sister embarked on a clandestine romance, preferring to keep it under wraps. Anthony was a commoner who had to work for a living, so no one suspected their relationship. The press focused more on those who were considered suitable matches, not giving much thought to Tony. In October 1959, Anthony proposed to Margaret. Princess Margaret's family wished her happiness, and everyone was delighted with the charismatic Anthony, so no one objected to their union. However, for some time, their engagement remained the most closely guarded royal secret, with only a select few initially aware of the upcoming wedding. The engagement of Princess Margaret and Anthony was officially announced on February 27, 1960. It was then that the world first caught a glimpse of the engagement ring. Armstrong Jones designed an engagement ring featuring a ruby and diamonds, with the central ruby surrounded by a ring of faceted diamonds resembling flower petals. What makes this vintage style of halo different from contemporary designs is the size of the diamonds. Similar in proportion to flower petals, these old-cut stones are much larger than those commonly chosen for halos by jewelers today. The color of the ruby in Margaret's engagement ring is a sumptuous pink-red, a subtle but incredibly romantic nod to her middle name, Rose. The engagement ring was set in platinum on a yellow-gold band, further establishing it as a classic design. According to Snowdon's biographer Anne de Courcy, Margaret's future husband ordered the ring for her from the English jeweler S.J. Phillips, although royal engagement rings are usually made by either Gerard or Cartier. Unfortunately, we don't have a high-quality photograph of this ring. We can make out the outline of the ring in the photo shoot following the engagement announcement and in some other photographs. The approximate design of Princess Margaret's engagement ring could have looked like the one in this photo. Princess Margaret's ruby and diamond engagement ring is currently believed to be in the possession of one of her 2 children. The second ruby ring, owned by Princess Margaret, was put up for auction at Christie's, allowing us to examine it in detail through photographs. This may be why many mistakenly believe that this is the very ring given to her by Anthony Armstrong Jones. The lot description stated, "The 3 oval rubies between baguette-cut diamond shoulders and brilliant-cut diamond edge detail." The note also mentioned, "Her Royal Highness, the Princess Margaret, personally designed this ring from 3 rubies chosen from her personal collection that were given to her by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother." The ring sold for over $550,000. What do you think of Princess Margaret's take on jewelry design? Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Sarah, Duchess of York. Prince Andrew, the second son of Queen Elizabeth II, and Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, and Sarah Ferguson first met as children, and even played polo together, but their romantic relationship began much later. Sarah was a childhood friend of Princess Diana, and they remained close even as adults. Princess Diana recommended inviting 26-year-old Sarah to an event at Windsor Castle during the Royal Ascot races in 1985. It was there that Sarah and Andrew first met as adults. By February 1986, the couple was already engaged, with Prince Andrew proposing at Scotland's Floors Castle, the very place where the couple shared their first kiss. he presented with a custom-made ring of his own design. The Duchess of York's engagement ring is adorned with a stunning 3-carat Burmese ruby, surrounded by 10 sparkling diamonds, with the stones forming a floral pattern also known as a cluster ring. The gemstones are set on a yellow-gold band, and the magnificent colors draw the eye. It is believed that this stunning ring was crafted by the British jeweler Gerard. Discussing the design of the ring in an engagement interview, Prince Andrew shared, "We came to the mutual conclusion that red was probably the best color for Sarah. That's how we came to the choice of the ruby. The extra bits around the outside, we wanted something that was slightly unconventional," Prince Andrew said during their engagement interview. Ferguson described the ring Prince Andrew gave her as stunning and red. She continued to wear it even after their divorce. The Duchess only stopped wearing the precious stone in 2003, a full 11 years after the couple parted ways. As the couple's divorce agreement did not include jewelry, it is unclear whether Sarah Ferguson is the owner of the ring today. King Frederick and Queen Mary of Denmark. The love story of Denmark's new King Frederick and Queen Mary began in the most unexpected place, a pub in Sydney, in Australia's Darling Harbour, thousands of miles away from Denmark. Then Prince Frederick was in the city for the 2000 Olympics and first laid eyes on Australian Mary Donaldson at Sydney's Slip Inn. The royal, who introduced himself simply as Fred, struck up a conversation with Mary, a 28-year-old advertising manager from Tasmania. "Something clicked," Mary said of the night they met in a 2005 interview. "It wasn't the fireworks in the sky or anything like that, but there was a sense of excitement." That excitement blossomed into a long-distance secret romance. After months of letter writing and long-distance phone calls, Mary decided to move from Australia to Denmark to be with her love in 2002. The future Queen of Denmark didn't just relocate to the European country, but also began learning the language and converted to the Lutheran Church. On October 8, 2003, the couple officially became engaged. Frederick presented Mary with a stunning engagement ring. Initially, the ring featured a central emerald-cut diamond flanked by a pair of ruby baguettes. The colors were specifically chosen by Frederick because they are the colors of the Danish flag. Thus, the ring symbolizes that she is married not just to the King of Denmark, but to his country as well. A few years later, the ring underwent a slight transformation. 2 more diamonds were added to the ring, one on each side of the existing stones. When we see a ring with multiple stones like this, they tend to symbolize something, and it's quite likely that Princess Mary's alteration is sentimental in nature, as the 4 stones are reportedly symbolic of the couple's 4 children. Which version of the ring do you like more, the original or the updated one? Prince Rainier and Princess Grace of Monaco. Grace Kelly, the Philadelphia-born movie star, met Prince Rainier in 1955 at that year's Cannes Film Festival. She was there to promote the film The Country Girl, for which she had recently won the Academy Award for Best Actress. While in the south of France, she was invited to the Palace of Monaco for a photo shoot, and it was there that she met the prince. Months of long-distance correspondence followed, and that Christmas, Prince Rainier crossed the Atlantic to propose to Kelly at her family home in Philadelphia. Few people know that Grace had not 1, but 2 engagement rings. The first ring is not as well known among royal enthusiasts as the second, and main, engagement ring of Grace. The first ring, given by Rainier, was an eternity-style ring with rubies and diamonds from his family's collection. Rubies and diamonds also symbolized the national colors of Monaco. The ring was described in the Philadelphia Inquirer as a handsome engagement ring which the prince ordered fashioned from 2 family heirlooms in the form of interlocking diamond and ruby circlets. It is widely believed that the piece was created by Cartier. There are conflicting reports as to why this initial ring was later replaced. Some say that after spending time in Hollywood and seeing the large engagement rings worn by other movie stars, Rainier didn't want to be outdone. Personally, I lean more towards the version that Grace shared in a press interview. She said that she was supposed to wear a prop diamond ring in high society, but Rainier offered her a real one as a second engagement ring. I think the prince simply didn't want his fiancée to wear a fake ring. It wasn't dignified enough. However it came to be, by the time Grace started filming her last film in 1956, she was seen to be wearing the ring we all now recognize as her engagement ring. The piece, crafted by Cartier, features a stunning 10.47-carat emerald-cut diamond set in platinum, with 2 baguette-cut diamonds positioned on either side of the impressive central stone. In the end, both the ruby and diamond friendship ring and the massive diamond engagement ring became regular parts of Grace's jewelry wardrobe, worn until her death in 1982. After Grace Kelly's passing, both of her engagement rings were handed down to the House of Grimaldi, where they remain to this day. Princess Mary Adelaide, Duchess of Teck, and Francis, Duke of Teck. It turns out that Queen Mary's mother's engagement ring also featured rubies. By the age of 30, Princess Mary Adelaide of Cambridge was still unmarried, which was unusual for a woman at that time. Despite her royal connections, many members of her family considered her an unfavorable match for marriage due to her large size. However, Mary Adelaide was cheerful and full of life, and the Victorian public adored her, calling her the People's Princess. Her fortune changed when she met Prince Francis of Teck, a minor member of the royal family of Württemberg, who was known for his attractive appearance and charm. Prince Francis, born from a morganatic marriage, had no rights to the throne of Württemberg, but his royal blood made him a suitable match for Mary Adelaide. Their courtship was swift, and within a month of meeting, they were engaged. Prince Francis gave her a gold and jeweled ring with 5 table-cut rectangular Burmese rubies of graded sizes, alternating with 12 diamonds, in an open setting with punched decoration to the sides. The ring is inscribed, Franz, April 6, 1866. The couple married on June 12, 1866, at the Church of St. Anne in Kew, Surrey. The ring is now part of the royal collection. Interestingly, did you know? Their first child, Mary, was born on May 26, 1867, at Kensington Palace, in the same bed and bedroom where Queen Victoria was born in 1819. Prince Joachim of Denmark and Alexandra, Countess of Frederiksborg. On the 31st of May 1995, the Danish court announced that Prince Joachim of Denmark, the younger son of Margaret II of Denmark, and Henrik, Prince Consort, was engaged to marry Alexandra Manley, and the couple would marry in November. The announcement came as a shock to the Danish people, as the couple had kept their entire relationship a secret. They met at a dinner in Hong Kong in January 1994, and following a whirlwind courtship, Joachim proposed in the Philippines on bended knee. He presented her with a diamond ring with a round cabochon ruby on either side. The ring itself was made of yellow gold. Prince Joachim was likely thinking of the colors of the red and white Danish flag when he chose this ring for Alexandra. They had 2 sons, Prince Nikolai and Prince Felix. But unfortunately, the relationship hit a rough patch, and the couple announced the initiation of divorce proceedings in 2004. This divorce was the first in the Danish royal family since 1846. Prince Joachim and Princess Marie of Denmark. A few months after finalizing his divorce from Princess Alexandra, Prince Joachim made his first public appearance with his future second wife, Marie Cavalier, in the fall of 2005. Marie, who was living in Switzerland, began engaging with the royal family, first meeting Queen Margaret at Easter in 2007. Later that year, on October 3, 2007, the couple announced their engagement. This time, when choosing the ring, Prince Joachim was again inspired by a flag, but not the Danish one, the French flag. Marie's engagement ring features a central diamond with a ruby and sapphire in a wide gold setting. These red, white, and blue stones were chosen to pay homage to the French flag and acknowledge Marie's French heritage. As Marie said in an interview, "This way I can keep a little bit of French with me." She also revealed that she only received the ring the day before the announcement. Regarding this delay, Prince Joachim said, "When we knew there was no chance the press was going to see it then, I dared." Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, Please support my channel by subscribing, liking, or sharing. Thank you.